Hello, welcome to Spelling with Jules. Hello everybody, how are you all? We are back into school term now. Okay, did you have a nice Easter? Did you have a nice weekend? Did you get any Easter eggs? Okay, good to see you all anyway. So just if you've just joined us, this is Spelling with Jules. We do 10, we have a little spelling quiz at the beginning of the lesson of 10 words that we've already looked at. Definitely 5 from the day before, and then 5 shuffled up from the last 2 or 3 weeks. So we have a quick, hello Cara, doesn't matter, you're not late, we haven't started yet. So we'll do our little spelling check. So you need a pen and a piece of paper. And then we will look at our new letter, but we'll remember and we'll have a little bit of what we call retrieval of the lesson before, especially because it was Friday. So we've had a weekend in between. So lovely to see you. Got a few more new people here today as well. Good to see you. And you're really welcome to join us. I'm here every day, Monday to Friday at 11 o'clock. And they're also over on YouTube. So if you miss any, you can catch up on any lessons that you've missed. Okay, so let's have our quick spelling quiz. Quick reminder, you listen to the beginning of the word and the end of the word, and you'll get those letters right. These are all words that we use frequently, so we use them a lot. So, but they're also tricky to spell, so they often don't follow the usual spelling rules. So these are what we call high frequency words, but they're also tricky. So with Read Write Ink, which is what we do in our school, they're on a red piece of card. So number 1 then. Okay, number 1 is above. Okay, so the shelf is above the cupboard. Above. Okay, and when we go to correcting these, we tick the letters that we get right. So if you haven't got it all right, don't just cross out the word. Tick the letters that you have got right. Okay, we spell for success. Number 2 is other. Number 2, other. The other shoe is black. One shoe is blue and the other is black. Other. Number 3, anyone. Anyone can join in our spelling test. Anyone. Hello, Carmela. It's good to see you. Number 4, thought. I thought that it was Tuesday today and it's Monday. Thought. With this lock-in, we're all getting mixed up, aren't we? So number 4, thought. Number 5, ball. I throw a ball. Ball. Okay, so far we've got above, other, anyone, thought, ball. Okay, we're going to number 6. If you've just joined us, we always do a little spelling quiz of 10 words, high frequency words every beginning of every lesson. So number 6 is does. He does like to go for a run in the morning. Does. Do think, spelling's about sound and hearing. So think about what the word begins with and what it ends with, and then fiddle around with the middle bit. Number 7, over. I jumped over the fence. It was a very short fence because I can't jump very high. So I jumped over the fence. Number 8, one of the most common words, but also often spelled incorrectly, said. He said, jump over the fence. Said. And number 9, got 2 more. Number 9, great. We're going to have a great spelling lesson today. Great. Great. And number 10, many. We have many options for spelling, particularly in the English language. Many. No, Carmela, I'm not at school. I'm at home. I'm doing this from home. Okay, so there are 10. So I'll quickly read them out to you again. Number 1, above. Number 2, other. Number 3, anyone. Number 4, thought. Number 5, ball. Number 6, does. Number 7, over. Number 8, said. Number 9, great. Number 10, many. Okay, now I'm going to give you the answers now. So when you are correcting your spellings or ticking, if you've got something wrong, then rather than just cross out the whole word, so this is many, and it should be spelt like this. Okay, so I've got that one right, and that one right. Okay, and that's the only bit that I've got wrong. So I wouldn't want to cross out the whole word. Okay, so tick the letters that you get right. Okay, so the first one is above. So it's A, B, O, V, E, above. Okay, tick the letters that you get right. Some of you may have put a U there, an sound, above. That's why it's a tricky word. Number 2, other. O-T-H-E-R, other. Okay, you may have got right, and you may have got, and then again, other, you may have done an up there instead of an O, but tick the letters that you get right. Number 3, anyone, A-N-Y, and then 1, A-N-Y-O-N-E, anyone. And again, you may have written an E here for E. Okay, that's the tricky one, isn't it? They don't follow our phonic rules. 10 out of 10, Carmela. Excellent stuff. Well done. Number 4, thought. So taha, and then this very tricky bit here, or t, and then with a t on the end. Thought. Okay. Tick the letters that you get right. Number 5 is ball. I throw a ball. And that all sound you may have got right. You might have only put 1. L. B-A-L-L. B. So b, ball. Number 6, does. D-O, as in the word do. And then E-S. He does. Comes from the word do. She does, he does. Number 7, over. So O-V-E-R. Over. So over. Number 8, this is the one that people often get wrong. It doesn't follow the phonic sounds at all. Said. S-E-D. Okay. Some people use what we call a mnemonic. You know, when you make something up, and it's Sally and I dance. Said. Number 9, great. So we've got that gr sound, and then EA for the A sound, and then t. So great. Tick the letters that you get right. And the last one, many, as we looked at before. So it's or even though it's the letter A, ni. Okay. So actually, if you took off the Y, it'd be man, and then it's many with a Y. That's why it's tricky, isn't it? Because really, it should say manny. Okay, how did you do? 10 out of 10 for Camilla, 10 out of 10 for Ollie, well done. If you didn't get 10 out of 10, it's completely fine. The most important thing is that you start looking at the words and analysing which bits sound phonics and which replace it. So other, you need to remember that when you write other, it's not a U, it's an O. Okay, and that's what's tricky about these red words, and that's why we do a spelling test, because we've got to memorise them. Other words like cat, you don't need to memorize cat, because you can what we call encode that, because you go k, at. Okay, so these are just a bit tricky. Okay, so quick reminder of the letter that we did on Friday was an M. So the sign is 3 fingers if you're right-handed on your left hand, which is your notepad, M. Okay, and it's the sound, the letter M, the sound is and it has things like man, made. And then when we write it, if you're printing, you go up. Okay, I've just done a join there, I can't help it. Okay, but if you're printing, like that goes up, over and over. Okay, and a capital is the same shape, but not curvy. That's a capital M, and this is the lowercase m, and the sound is and the sign is your three fingers on your hand. Okay, right. So today we are doing the letter K. Okay, this letter here. And the sound for K is K. It's quite a hard one. It's a really short sound. So if you say the word kick, you've got a K at the beginning and a K at the end. So just try and say it and hear it and feel where it is in your mouth. So kick, kick. It's almost that sound, isn't it? Kick. Okay, and that's tricky. All right, 10 out of 10, Ronan. Excellent stuff. Doing really well. Okay, so let's first look at how we would write a K. Okay, so here's your line. This is the top of your line, and a capital K, you'd come down, and then right in the middle, you can go up and down. So a capital K takes up the whole page. All right. A lowercase k, as in all our letters, will cover half. Okay, you see half. So here's our line again, and our halfway line is here. And a capital will come down, up, and then, oh, that's a capital, yeah, sorry, a lowercase will go up, and then go there. Okay, so to the halfway line. Okay, so I'll do that again. So if you're printing, you go from the top, you go down, up and out, back and down. Okay, if you're doing a join, there's your halfway point again. You start on the line, you go up, down, and then up. Okay, it's one of the hardest ones, I think, to write neatly. Okay, so give that a go. To write your K. We often call that, you might remember, a kicking K. So we have this curly K, because it curls round, and then the kicking K, because it's like a kick. Okay, so this is our kicking K, because it's got the same sound, hasn't it? Okay, and we're going to look at 3 different ways of doing the sound. So we're going to look at the K for the K. Okay, KitKat. I'm going to talk about KitKat in a minute, Ronan. And then we've got this, which is the end of a word. So as in kick. So we're going to look at that. And then this one is also an end, and it's got this which we can hear if we listen very carefully. So if you listen to think. So it's got that K on the end, but it's got that Okay, so think. So we can have that together too. So 3 different ways of looking at K, okay, that we're going to do today. Now, interestingly, Ronan has written KitKat, and Carmela says she likes KitKats. Okay, so we've got KitKat. Now, what's interesting about KitKat is that it's spelt, isn't it, like Ronan's done? 2 capitals. Oh, I've done kit again. Sorry. Okay. So it's got not only the K sound, but it's done a capital on both of those because that's a brand name. So they've used a brand. So the nice wafery chocolate, they've used a capital K. It's the same. If you think clean, is usually, you spell clean with a C. But for Kleenex, which is another sound, which is another brand, sorry, you've got Kleenex. And so to make it stand out, stand out from the crowd, they've used a K as well. And it's a cleaning material, a cleaning sort of fluid, isn't it? So you'd spell clean with this K. And what Kleenex have done, they've swapped this sound, this letter, the curly K, for the kicking K. And KitKat have kind of done the same. Okay, so good one, Ronan. Talking about KitKat, because I did want to talk about KitKat. Now, what about some other words that begin with K? I think this is hard. I was trying to think of some, and actually it's harder than you think, K. And I was thinking about some of the names that have come over from another language, like from German. We've got kaputt. Have you ever heard of the word kaputt? Okay, kaputt means broken. Okay, and it's from the German language and from K. Okay, but we do have also kebab, which I think is probably Turkish. Kebab with a K. Okay, so there are some words in our language that we know have definitely come from other languages. Okay, but Cara, well done. We've got kick and king. So yes, king. Okay, so we've got king. Okay, let's give the king a crown. Should we give him a beard and a moustache? Okay, there we go. We've got a king. We've got a tick. Now, tick, I'm going to use and like. Well done, Carmela. Tick is here, isn't it? It's got that. So, tick. Okay, we've got a big tick there. So that's the k sound. So here we've got king and tick. Kite. Yes, very good one. Kite. And I think I can draw a kite. This type of kite anyway. Okay, put a little bow on the end. There you go. Kite. Now this has got a few spelling. So it's got the k from the K, and then the I becomes an I because of the E on the end. So it's also got what we call our split digraph. And then t. So k, kite. Okay. Chloe, now cow, that's an interesting one because cow would be this. Okay, so it sounds the same, but we spell it with a curly K. So it's still got a K sound. Okay, but it's the curly rather than the K. Okay, I've got a few more that begin with K. What do we put a dog in? Kitten, that's a good one. So we put the dog in a kennel. Okay, I'm going to draw a little kennel here. Have my little dog in there. Oh dear. You know how bad I am at drawing. There we go, that's a kennel. But yes, Ollie, kiwi. Okay, we've got kiwi. And we had kitten, a baby cat, a kitten. That's a sweet one. So kitten. Okay, my drawing's good. Oh, Ronan, you're such a charmer. Thank you very much. And kitchen. Kitchen was another one. Okay, kitchen is kitchen. Okay, good. So there's lots of K's. Now let's have a look. Carmela, cat is like cow. So we've got this. We've got cow and we've got cat. Okay, there is the K sound, but it's using the curly K rather than the kicking K. Okay. Right, now I want to look at some words now that don't begin with K. We've got a few. Oh, I think like tick. Can you think of any others that don't begin with a K, but have a K in them? Okay, I'm going to rub out my very special drawings now. Okay. So, I was thinking we've got take. Okay, and that's that split digraph again, isn't it? So a make, a make, truck, very good one. We're going to do truck here. So we've got and then we've got that double sound. So these have just got the K on their own, and this has got the truck, like tick. You see? Hello, Florrie. Oh, look at that. Think, chicken, tank, and stink. Yes, now I'm glad you got stink. Like, remember David Williams, Mr. Stink. Okay, that's that unk. So stink. All right, and then we've also got blink. Very good. Florrie's on fire this morning. But blink. Okay, we could have duck, Carmela. So we've got duck, whack, whack. In fact, quack is one, isn't it? Remember our qua, quack. Okay, what else did we see? Oh yes, cake, like take, cake, make. Good. So cake. Okay, I had a few more. Pick, slick. But you've got most of them. Trick, like truck. So so instead of an R, it's an I. Trick and truck. Twinkle and back. Very good. And okay, actually, yes. So we've got okay. These are good. Right, and then we've got a bit of space here. So twinkle. So twinkle. Okay, very good. Right, time. If you've not joined us before, what we do now is we make up a sentence using some of these K words. Okay, so I'm going to rub them out, and then I'm going to make up a sentence. And for those of you, you can draw your sentence if you want to, or you can just say it. It's absolutely fine. You don't have to write the whole sentence. So I'm going to write Mr. Stink took. So instead of take, I'm going to do took. Mr. Stink took I don't know who used the word blanket, but I'm going to use that. Blanket. So we've got, there's a K, Mr. Stink, that's that unk one. And then here, took my blanket. Okay, took my blanket to, where can he have taken it to? Market. There's a there. So Mr. Stink took my blanket to market. Okay, kilo is another one. Track and back, yeah. Okay, so have you got a sentence? Now, the last thing with K I haven't done is the sign. I'm going to turn around because otherwise it's back to front. So the sign for K is, again, if you're left-handed, this is your, if you're right-handed, sorry, this is your left hand is your sketch pad and your right hand is the other bit. Okay, so I'm right-handed. So I do this for K, that's the back bit. And then you squash your finger up and you put it like that. Can you see it makes a K? Makes the K shape. So if you curl that finger on your right hand and put it together, and that's the K sound. Okay. That's a good one, that, isn't it? Mr. Stink goes to the sink. Oh, that's very good. And then Carmela, I made a cake with Mr. Paget. Very good. Excellent. I like your sentences. Right. It is time for our new words. Okay, we've got 5 more red words to do. Okay, and this is where I'll go over them with you and I will test you on them tomorrow. So you've got to try and remember these. This is your homework for tomorrow. Okay, so the first one of these red words mean tricky words, and they're a little bit harder to spell, but they're also high frequency words, so they're used a lot. So school. Okay, most of you are being at home doing school at the moment. Some of you might be in school. Okay, so you spell school S-C-H, sk, and that's not a ch sound, is it? It's completely silent. And then you've got this all sound and then an all on the end. So school. Okay, and this bit here is hard because usually you'd call that as that would be a ch sound. It's not at all, it's a sk. So, and it's almost school, isn't it? School. Do you go to school? Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, worse. So we've got, now you know that sound, so that's okay. And then you've got this sound here that you might know more as or. And in this it's so it's an sound. Okay, so that's the tricky bit. And then we've got s on the end. Okay, so we've got s. And some of that's tricky, so the E on the end, really, although a lot of words finish SE, don't they? Horse, for instance. Okay, so worse. Florrie has come up with oh, look at this sentence. Listen to this. The chicken licks and pecks the stinky kitten on the brick wall, and Dick says, clean the kitchen. Amazing. I'm just counting up how many. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words in there. Fantastic. Well done, Florrie. Okay, number 2 was worse. Number 3, could. And again, got that sound, but it's the curly k. And then we've got this, which is an sound. Okay, and then the d. So here, tomorrow, if you were testing, you should be able to remember the k and the d. But this bit here, O-U-L, that's tricky, isn't it? I mean, who thought of our language, eh? Right, okay, this is mother. Okay, sometimes you hear people say they speak their mother tongue, which means the language, their first language, where they originated from, their mother tongue, the first language they learned. So you've got So the tricky bit there is And again, some people will spell that with a U. And it's no surprise, is it? Because mum, the shortened version of mother, we do spell with an Okay, so you'd think really that would be an there, but it's not. And that's why it's tricky. Okay, so remember the O represents the sound in mother. And the final one, and this is tricky. So you've got through. And again, often this bit here, O-U-G-H, can be as in cough. Cough spells, if you put a C on the end of that, it means cough. Whereas this we say through. So that whole bit there is tricky. So you need to remember that. Okay? So through. Okay, let me run through those one more time and I'll show you them on our red cards the last time. So we've got school, S-C-H-O-O-L. Okay, and the tricky bit there, you've got school. Okay, and the sk is a ch sound. Now Ollie has got a good tip, and you're right. This is another mnemonic. You know, a bit like we said when we say Sally and I dance. Ollie does for this O-U Oh, you lucky duck. Oh, no, I'll tell you what, Ollie, yours is that one for wood. Oh, you lucky duck. So this should be, you need to think of something else for your G and your H. Okay. Right. Okay, so we've got number 1, school. Number 2, worse, WORSE. So it's that worse. Number 3, could, COULD. Mother, MOTHER. And finally, through, THROUGH. Okay, so brilliant work today, everybody. We are just about finished. Quick roundup. So K is your, like this, your sign. It's the letter K. It sounds K, K, K. 3 different ways of using that K. And these are our 5 words that I'm going to test you on tomorrow, plus shuffling up all the other words. Great lesson. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.